Ladies and gentlemen, now we will have a short presentation by Mr. Chris Stock from Opus Group, Sweden. He has 28 years of experience in vehicle inspection, 18 major program implementation from USA, worked for 5 different technology companies with Opus since 2010.
Okay, thank you very much for having me up here. Thank you all. I enjoyed your presentations very much. It's a very informative conference, and I'm very happy. Thank you for inviting us. My name is Chris Stock. I am with Opus Inspection out of Sweden. Actually, it's Opus Group in Sweden. It's Opus Inspection Private Limited here in Lahore. We started a company years ago to pursue the vehicle inspection and maintenance program here, and working in cooperation with the Transport Department, Government of Punjab, we acquired, on a competitive bid basis, we acquired the contract to implement a new vehicle inspection program here. It's very sophisticated. We're very, very happy to be here. We believe this will be a great program. Dr. Bukhari and I have had many, many meetings on this. He's quite knowledgeable about vehicle inspections, and I appreciate his help and guidance in developing this program. I also want to point out Mr. Sohaib Ahmad, who is in the second table there. He's our general manager here. He came from the banking world. He knows a lot about finance. He has a degree from American University too, in University of Arizona. So he's a very, very knowledgeable young man, and I'm really happy to have him on board. Someday I may go away and he will take all of it over. I have one short story to tell you. 2 years ago I was in Sweden. I was living in Stockholm, and I had just finished completing the new vehicle inspection program in Stockholm. And my boss, he came to me one day. We were at the hotel, and we were sitting there having some dinner, and he said, "So what do you think of Pakistan?" And I said, "Well, I don't know, I've never been there." And he said, "Okay, well, this is your chance to go to Pakistan, so we'll see you in a couple of years." And they sent me to Pakistan to put this program together, and it's quite an experience. I'll give you a short overview of what we're doing. We hope to be operational in the near future. There are still a number of issues and technical complexities that we're working through with the department. This is a brand new program here, and coming as we are into the middle of an already established fleet of vehicles. One of our difficulties is establishing the proper standard. Even though our goal is to reach the European standard, but we have to start somewhere that's reasonable. We can't just start failing vehicles because they don't meet some arbitrary third country standard. So that's one of the areas we're working with them on, as well as technology. Quick overview: we were a consortium of companies. We came together. We formed Opus Inspection Private Limited. That is the company with whom the country has a contract. That Punjab has a contract. Go ahead. We're building new vehicle inspection centers all through Punjab. We're going to build 39 centers. There are different types of centers. The picture on the screen shows you what the Type A station looks like. This is a station as it will look when it's finished in Lahore. I'll show you a picture of the first station as it is completed in a little bit. But these are centralized stations, and with high technology imported from the best manufacturers in the industry. So we're going to do a top-of-the-line test, and it's going to be automated. It's not going to be subjective. The computers and software and test equipment make the pass and fail decisions. So it's not up to the inspector in the lane whether the vehicle passes or fails. It's up to the equipment. And the software has been used in many other programs. Our company is quite experienced in developing the software and putting the hardware together to make these lanes work. It's going to be a very nice program. Clearly, why are we doing this? There has to be a moral imperative to what it is we're doing. It's not just about money. In Pakistan, but our concern here is Punjab. There have been numerous very serious automobile accidents. Automobile accidents happen for a variety of reasons, but one of the areas that has not been addressed here in a complete way is vehicle safety components. So we're going to check brakes, suspension, safety belts, emissions. We have undercarriage inspection to look for wheel problems, tire problems. We check tire depth. Doing all of these tests help ensure that the vehicles that are on the road, particularly PSV or commercial vehicles, it helps ensure that they are safe, not only for the vehicle owner, but for other drivers, and most importantly, for passengers. I see families crowded into rickshaws every day, driving down the road, and I wonder how safe is that vehicle? And our job is to help ensure that in the future they are safe by taking a look at them and making them get repairs if they're needed. The other area that we address is vehicle pollution. As some of the others have stated, a significant portion of air pollution comes from the transport sector. Just by virtue of the number of vehicles on the road, the pollution levels are very high here. And even though there is a standard for manufacturers, it's quite higher than, say, the standard for manufacturing in other countries. We're going to work with the manufacturers here to start with a standard of measurement for in-use vehicles. There's already a standard established by Punjab, but we're going to work to establish a startup standard, and then gradually we bring the vehicle population into line with an international standard, so it helps to clean up the air and reduces pollution, and it's going to be much better for the environment. You'll have a noticeable difference in the air pollution and air quality in 5 years as a result of this program. I'm not going to belabor this. This is the current program. Well-intentioned. It's quite old. It's not effective. It's all visual, as one of the presenters mentioned. Next. Okay, so our program is as follows. We're going to provide centralized facilities, complete facilities, 39 throughout Punjab. We have built into the facilities room for expansion in the future. If we go from commercial vehicles to private vehicles, right now we only do commercial vehicles, but there's expansion built into our system. The enforcement tools that we provide are largely data-oriented. We'll be able to provide the department with a significant amount of new and comprehensive data about vehicles, ownership, registration. They will be able to take the electronic database tools and enforce the program in a more significant way than they could just from a paper-based system. So our system is all electronic, it's all data management oriented. We interface directly with the department's database. We get their information, they get ours, so it's a comprehensive data management system. I did want to mention this. You know, investment and all that, great. We're bringing a lot of money into Pakistan, and we are doing that. But we hope to get something out of that too, which is compliance by motorists to come to our station. The important thing is we're going to train 900 new employees in our program here in Punjab. We have 42 already trained and working for us to get station number 1 up. These guys are very enthusiastic. This is a high-tech job, a high-throughput facility, and we're going to train 900 people and bring 900 new jobs to Pakistan. Okay, now. Hit that a couple of times. Now press enter one more time. Okay. This is hard to see, but the red rings are Type A station. I'm sorry, the blue rings are the fixed stations, and the red rings are the mobile stations. Can you hit? I've given this presentation in much smaller rooms. It's hard to see, so let's go to the next one. This is Lahore. We have 3 sites that we've targeted for the big inspection centers here. We have 1 station that's nearing completion in Greentown, down by the LTC depot down there. We have another one that off of Multan Road, and we have a third station that we're building up by Kalashikaka. They're big, they're technically sophisticated, and they're really nice looking. That's an important thing for us. Okay. A couple of things to note. We're an entirely data management-based inspection. All of the data is computerized, collected by computers. Vehicle data is retrieved from transport. We attach our test data to their data, send it back to them, and they use that data in a variety of ways, primarily enforcement. We're going to use RFID stickers. There's no code on it. There's nothing that somebody could do to fraudulently produce the sticker. The sticker is RFID, and that number is associated solely with that record. Again, you can see some of the training classes there on the lower left-hand corner. We have a significant customer service component to our program, a website, a UAN number, a customer service hotline, and a very knowledgeable customer service staff. We're going to have about 50 people who are just customer service oriented, not doing inspections, just serving motorists and helping them through the process. I want to just touch on the benefits, because they're more than just the benefits of an inspection. You know, truly, if we can make vehicles safer by finding the problems with them and getting them fixed, we hope to reduce accidents. And of course, we can reduce air pollution by making them clean up the engines and the exhaust that is coming out of the tailpipe. But I think there's a couple of other things that the marketplace here needs to look at. With a vehicle inspection program, certified vehicles have a higher value than non-certified vehicles. There's a nascent used vehicle market in Lahore that should become quite a robust market, because a certified vehicle should have a higher value than a non-certified vehicle. And there's much less risk of buying a certified vehicle than buying a non-certified vehicle. So there's an improved market. Owners of vehicles who are safely certified to operate on the street should be able to use that to market to their customers. We're a certified vehicle. You're safe in our vehicle because it has been certified by a third party. That's a marketing tool for the owners of vehicles. The other thing is, with emissions controls properly set, there's huge savings in gasoline as a result of properly tuned engines. Rickshaw owners who worry about every dollar that they make, every rupee that they make, they can save money on gas, CNG, by having their vehicle properly tuned. That's a goal of this program. Opus Group has done this. We have 25 programs all around the world, from Sweden to Peru to Chile to, we have a Avari India lane. This is going to be, however, the flagship program in Asia for us. To put this program together for us is a big deal, because the other countries in this area will see what you are doing, and we hope they will want to emulate what Pakistan is doing. This is a big deal for us. So we're very happy to be here. That's Sweden. We have like 200 stations in Sweden. Okay. We design and develop the buildings from scratch. They're new, they're innovative, they're designed just for this program. We have a very comprehensive data management system, which includes reporting tools. The Transport Department, Excise, other agencies can get to the data that we produce, and it's a comprehensive set of data, so they can use the piece that they need for their own enforcement and get it from our database. And then we have a permanent storage site where this data will be available for up to 20 years. This is a look at our first station, which is going through some trials right now, test out everything. On the upper left-hand corner, that's the front of the station, the entrance. This happens to be the light-duty vehicle lanes. They enter into the station, they go through a series of tests and come out the other end with a fitness report. the top middle there, that's a suspension test. It shows whether the two sides of the vehicle have equal suspension, so you don't have pull one way or the other. This pit on the upper right-hand corner, it's got shaker plates on it. It shakes the vehicle, and the inspector underneath can see if the suspension or if the wheels are loose, or if there are loose bolts, or if the suspension joints and the different connecting rods are safe. If they're safe, then he comes up and that goes into the computer. Okay, so that's basically the overview of the program. We'll be here a little bit. Dr. Bukhari knows more about this than I do almost, so any questions that you have, we'll be happy to answer them. And it's going to be a great program. I think you all will be very proud of what this transport department is doing here. Thank you.
That's the end of the papers. And you have heard the valuable inputs by our honorable speakers. And I will thank Mr. Wong, who is a special guest of honor. And then I will also thanks the honorable speakers. Now I want to make an announcement that after lunch there's a very important session that we are going to have workshop. In the workshop, every one of you are welcome to participate. This all workshop and conference is being fully recorded to make it benefit to the industry, to the stakeholders, to the academics. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I will now invite you to the lunch. Please, it's at the pool side.